So let's have a look at the passive in the present tense. And in order to form it, the first thing you need is the present tense of werden. And I'll remind you again how to conjugate it. So it's ich werde, du wirst, sie es, or man, wird, wir werden, ihr werdet, sie werden, and that applies to they or the formal you. So that's the first thing you need. And then you also need the past participle of the important verb, whatever the verb is in the sentence. So let's imagine we're about to go out. Somebody will pick us up. We don't know who it is, and actually it doesn't really matter who it is, as long as somebody does come. So if I am being picked up, I would say, ich werde abgeholt. Yeah, that means somebody is picking me up, don't know who, as long as there's a car outside, I don't care. Du wirst abgeholt. Sie or es wird abgeholt. Wir werden abgeholt. Ihr werdet abgeholt. Sie werden abgeholt. It's actually nice and straightforward, isn't it? Same sentence, but actually we do know who is picking us up. But again, we're using the passive because it is actually more important to tell whoever we're talking to that we're being picked up, rather than who it is. But we can add that as well. So if I'm being picked up from my father, that would be ich werde von meinem Vater abgeholt. And just so that we can practice all those again, I've conjugated it again and I'm changing the father. It's not my father who's picking everybody up. So du wirst von deinem Vater abgeholt. We need the dative here. Or sie or es wird von seinem Vater abgeholt. Of course, if it's sie, it would be sie wird von ihrem Vater abgeholt. Wir werden von unserem Vater abgeholt. Ihr werdet von eurem Vater abgeholt. Und sie werden von ihrem Vater abgeholt. So to recap, in the active, if the emphasis is on my father is picking me up, then we would use mein Vater holt mich ab. Mein Vater is the subject of the sentence, and mich, in this case, here is the direct object or the accusative. If we're more interested in talking about that we're being picked up, rather than that it's my father doing it, and we're turning it into a passive sentence, then the direct object, the accusative, changes into the nominative, the subject, so it's not mich, it's ich. And if we are using the subject, that will become the indirect object, the dative. So ich werde von meinem Vater abgeholt. So just to remind you again, in the present tense, you need the present tense of werden, and you need the past participle of the main verb. And to find out whether you've got it, you can go to the next video when it's your turn.